Hey, good morning, Ted. Coming up, we expect witnesses to make statements on behalf of convicted killer Darrell Brooks, but prosecutors call him the epitome of evil, asking the judge for the maximum sentences after presenting 45 emotionally charged victim impact statements.
I can only hope they lock you away someplace so deep the rats chew on your fingers at night.
You ran over my mom like she was mere roadkill. I can't wait for the day that I hear you're dead in prison.
He is simply a repulsive man. His narcissistic behavior, disgusting trial antics, and defiance to accept any accountability displays how truly unworthy he is of anyone's forgiveness. I hope his 76 sentences pass in a slow, miserable, depressing existence as a reminder of the many lives he shattered.
Nearly a year after the horrors of the Waukesha Christmas Parade massacre, dozens of survivors and victims' family members fill the courtroom to confront the man responsible for the carnage and chaos when he drove his red SUV through the parade route, killing 6 people, injuring a multitude of others, and leaving a community forever scarred.
Then the gasps and screams came from everywhere, and the red SUV sped past us. I yelled stop and put my hands out like I had the power to make it happen.
I was unstable, in a coma, with a brain injury that later led to me having to get part of my skull taken out and put back in 2 months after. This major change in my life was all from the car that had struck me. I had to reteach my body to move how it used to move. Learning how to dance all over again. My balance was off, making dancing impossible at first. But the mental pain was worse.
As parents, children, and other family members recounted in grueling detail how the tragedy forever changed their lives, raw emotions flowed freely throughout the courtroom for hours, from anger to frustration.
I hope that you live in hell for the rest of your life for what you have done to all of these victims, because you are a narcissistic piece of
to tearful sorrow and painful anguish.
I had no idea then the nightmare that was coming my way. Nor did I know that it would be the last time I would hear Jackson's voice and see his smile. I wish I would have known then that the hug he gave me before I went to sit down was the last hug I would ever get from him.
Meanwhile, Darrell Brooks, and yes, he now acknowledges his name.
My name is Darrell Brooks, Jr. I'm here for this matter by special appearance.
He was forced to sit and listen, dressed in jailhouse orange, mask, and handcuffs. He was frequently seen rolling his eyes as victims spoke or clapping his hands, shaking his head. At times, he patted his chest or bowed his head, appearing to pray. But then, it seemed he reached a boiling point when the judge would not let him respond to a victim statement.
Please be quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I still have the First Amendment right to be heard and to speak. I still have that right.
Mr. Brooks, this is a sentencing hearing.
I don't care what it is. You're not going to continue.
He is arguing with me. He is now forfeiting.
You're not going to continue. You're not going to continue.
Why he's moved to the next courtroom, and I'll make the appropriate findings.
Brooks was only removed for a short time before asking to be brought back into the courtroom, but he later unleashed his anger again, this time on the prosecutor, after she asked the judge to stack Brooks' sentences consecutively, just like he stacked victims up as he drove down the road.
Darrell Brooks is the epitome of evil. He is evil in person.
Courtroom, please.
No, you may not.
The community is good. The people are good.
I think it'd be best for me to just go into the other
Mr.
courtroom.
Brooks, I'm talking.
I don't care about you talking.
I don't care what you care about.
I know you don't.
After interrupting the prosecutor's statement, Brooks did apologize to the judge for disrespecting the court.
I think the apology needs to be made to the victim, sir.
And Judge Jennifer Darrell plans to resume the sentencing hearing at 1 p.m. Eastern today, saying she expects 3 witnesses to speak on behalf of Darrell Brooks, including his mother. Brooks is also expected to give a statement. He faces 6 life sentences and 859 years behind bars. Ted, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks to Chanley. Vonda Sergeant Corey Peggy still with us. Vonda, this never stops with him, and for such a long period of time yesterday. Yes, he was, doing some things, rolling his eyes, but then he just couldn't handle himself for the entire hearing. What are you expecting today from him? He's already said, I want to have the last word here, Judge. I'm going to talk. Your thoughts? Are we going to get a I'm sorry from Darrell Brooks?
No, we're going to get him lashing out. He's going to revel in the attention. I think it is a very bad idea to allow him to be in the courtroom while he's making that statement. I think they should put him in the auxiliary courtroom where the judge has the opportunity to mute him. I also believe the first time he started gesticulating that he should have been removed from the courtroom. There's a certain modicum of respect that is expected in these sort of proceedings, and his rolling his eyes and patting his chest and chuckling just was beyond the pale and so disrespectful to those people who have so much anguish over his actions that I think that he should have been removed. And while he does have the absolute right to make a statement, I don't think that the people should be subjected to him and that vitriol that we know is going to come from his mouth when he has the last word, without the court having that opportunity to absolutely mute him when he starts saying the incredibly inappropriate things that we definitely know he's going to say. He has nothing to lose at this juncture. There's nothing else for him to do but to just lash out and to make it, again, all about him. He's not remorseful. He said he didn't do it. The first time he started lashing out at the judge was because, is that the guy that you were talking to? Is that the guy that you had a relationship with? I mean, just ridiculous comments that he was making to the court. It even made one of the participants in the galley shout out. And the judge removed that young man, and I, in my opinion, think that she should have admonished him and let him come back. I'm talking about the member of the galley. So I just don't think that it's going to end well at all.
Corey, in your time with the NYPD, do you ever come across, I'm sure you have, what do you do when you come across a Brooks-type person that just does everything to derail and act out?
Well, I've seen people derail and act out, but honestly, not to this extent. I've already labeled this guy. In my 53 years, I think this is actually the devil on 2 feet. To put these families through what he's putting them through, and he has no courtroom decorum, like Vonda says. He's a narcissistic on steroids times 25. I know that his statements are going to be disrespectful to the family, and I'm agreeing with Vonda that he should be in our courtroom and be muted by the judge. I'm just very curious to see what his mother says. I know on a personal level, if my child committed the crime that this beast have committed, there's no way in the world that I would want to even say something if it was even good or bad about this devil on 2 feet.
Judge Darrell and Brooks had forged a relationship of some sort over time here. What does he need to say to her, or is there at this point, is there anything he can do, Vonda?
No, there isn't anything he can do. And I agree with Corey about the mother. I think what the mother is going to do is she is not going to say anything about her son. I think what she's going to say is she's going to apologize, because she's already done that. She's already made that statement. I think she's going to apologize from the bottom of her heart. I think she's going to extend to those families what her son is completely incapable of doing. And she might even fall on her sword and apologize for even having birthed him. I don't know if she'll be able to go that far, but I think that is what she is going to do. And I think she's going to apologize to the judge, to the prosecutors. That's what I think she's going to try to do, is give the family some sort of closure, if not from him, at least from somebody in his family. And hopefully that's what will happen, but that's what I'm anticipating from her previous statements about what her son has done.
Yesterday, very emotional. Taylor Kulik is the daughter of Jane Kulik, who lost her life, and she was very poignant, and she addressed the court and Mr. Brooks. Take a listen to some of what she said.
Quite often, I also think about my future as I think about my past memories with my mom. And although I wish I could say present memories, I don't have any. I think about how my mom won't be at my wedding, and I'm gonna save a seat for her, but she won't be there, and she won't get to see me say my vows or get married to the love of my life. And she won't ever get to see my future kids, and they won't know what it's like to have a grandma that spoils them, and how I have to be the one with the burden to tell them of what happened to their grandmother and why they don't have one.
Corey, do criminals, people that commit a criminal act, what percentage do you believe acknowledge and realize the pain that they have caused by their actions? Because clearly Brooks, even after listening to this, doesn't. Is that uncommon, or do most people say, oh my gosh, I realize what I've done?
Most criminals, when it's at this phase, reality sets in and they're remorseful. And they apologize to the family. This guy here, I'm almost 30 years in law enforcement. I've never seen somebody like this. I know you had a trial earlier this year. I forget the trial with a guy that he defended himself and he was acting out in court. But Darrell Brooks' behavior is something that I've never seen, and I've seen a lot of trials in person.
Okay, 1 o'clock Eastern will be the part 2 of the sentencing hearing. We'll hear from Brooks, his family members, and then Judge Darrell will have the last word.